Yeah, holy! What's good, everybody? It's your boy Roman Puss here with the Season 63 Defenders Only tier list. This is starting off, I believe we left off last with the Oni units with Kid Law in them, and then now we've gotten a couple more units on the board, and we recently got EX Akainu, even though he's going to be on the attacker tier list, so we'll keep an eye out for those soon. We're going to get the attackers and the runners, but today we got a special guest helping me and assisting me with the tier list today. We got homeboy Dryjin. If you don't follow his channel or don't know about him, make sure you go check it out and put in the link down below. But Dryjin, say hi.
You guys.
All right, don't be shy now. Don't be shy.
I was mentioned. There you go.
Alrighty. All right, we're gonna get started now. First person up that we have going is gonna be our Magellan's. I think he's pretty good if you have a godlike support, basically whale support. If you don't have whale support, you're probably going to be useless on him. What are your thoughts on him, Dryjin?
Yeah, I've always loved Magellan. Even before akainu drop, he was still pretty useful to me. His poison is crazy. That shit will take you down. But even though akainu dropped and blue units is more useful, I still don't think he can really counter akainu. Kind of get shit on. He can't tank akainu much, but I mean, you can use him and he'll do well for you. But like Roman said, you need like really good support for him. So yeah.
True. And it's kind of upsetting that now Incinerate is a thing, and Incinerate is literally just a better version of Venom. So that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
The next one, I'm actually finna hold off on that because I'm finna wait just a second on that guy. One of my favorites though, Garp. I'm gonna be honest. Where would you put Garp? Where do you think he put? You think he's good enough S tier still?
I think he's still in the S tier unit. He's falling off. Like he's falling off hard. But I think he could still put in work. There's still enough Rogers in the meta for him to be relevant and only Luffy. So I'd still call him an S tier unit.
Okay. I don't know. A lot of people said like he'd be good just because he has boosted parameter, like a good bonus against the boosted parameter people, which is akainu, but so far I've seen people go Garp and they get demolished by him.
Man. So you really can't touch akainu, but
yeah,
Rogers is a relevant meta. So
that's true.
I mean, they're Roger counters, but you can't do it because yes.
Yeah, I guess you're right, and he's not terrible against Odin, so I guess he does kind of serve a purpose. So that's a plus. Oh, okay. So I need your help on this one. I don't really own him. I own him on all at like level 60. Bonkichi. Where you summoned for him, did you get him to 80?
Yeah, he's 85 right now. I think he's like lowest of A tier units.
Really?
Because he can be a pretty good support on maps like R1. Because his ghost skill can hit from your spawn over to their spawn. It can actually hit from anywhere in the map, so you can just stand on your side and just spam your ghost skill and confuse opponents.
Wait, it goes
so I guess
far?
Yeah, it goes anywhere on that. You can pretty much hit from anywhere. So
Question.
I think decent support, and his ice skill, again, he's pretty much a glorified support. So he's not actually defending any flags for you, but his ice skill, you can freeze enemies and have your teammates just finish them off and stuff. So I mean, he's solid.
I gotcha. Do you know if his skill 1, when he uses that, does it get rid of a proc on akainu's invincibility? Is another thing.
It doesn't, because it's not the damage. It doesn't take.
I'm wondering, well, because it might not have to do damage, because people like Boa, like, I know non-damaging abilities will proc counters. So, even if they don't do damage, I'm wondering if it just because it's like non-damaging, I think it'll still count as a hit.
That needs to be tested. Probably need to test that in. Because it could be useful if you could just spam that and
that's fair.
take his invincibility.
Yeah. I'm interested. I'm gonna have to see if that's a thing. We'll have to find that out in probably friend battle, because for Bonkichi. Blackbeard. Where do you put Blackbeard?
It's not a popular thing, but I actually think Blackbeard got better with the kind of stuff. I mean, power user.
That's true. That is true.
He's not SS, but he's still good. It's almost been a year since he dropped. I mean, it's been longer than me. It's almost been 2 years. What am I saying?
He's been off for a while.
Yeah, and he's still solid. I think he's better than Garp right now.
Oh my goodness. I just have been
sorry.
permanently scarred by him, so yeah.
I'm so sorry. Ricky gonna get on my ass for this, but yeah, he's better than Garp.
That's right, you hear that repeat? True. Blackbeard better than Garp. Thanks. Alright, the number one cancer, not really number one cancer, but one of the prime cancers. I've actually been having really good luck with this guy. He's skill 2, obviously melts and pretty much one-shots everybody. I can't wait to get like a full defense with a little bit of damage and then mostly HP build on him. Your skill 2 is great. It's great for fighting akainu. Honestly, I don't struggle against akainu too much. Only the incinerate is all that melts you when you're playing Luffy. But generally, like, I feel like I do well against akainus because he doesn't have that much damage increase while I'm playing him. But what do you think?
I actually don't have him. I never saw him for him, but like his skill is pretty useful. The gap, I guess it can take off the time and invincibility. But honestly, from what I've seen other people use with him, and he can't really like defend against him as well, unless he has his stacks up, I guess, and he can hold him off. But I mean, I wouldn't call him like the best defender against the Akainu. So I mean, he's an SS unit for sure. He's definitely not falling off that much. But you know,
yeah,
kind of chat on it most units. So.
I think thinking of a couple other units, I think he's gonna be at the bottom of SS. So probably going to matter. But yeah, you still think he's SS though? You think you put him SS?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. That is fair. Ooh, there's someone else highly contradictory. This is gonna be a hot take for a lot of people because a lot of other YouTubers don't like to rank this kid that high. But I'm willing to put him up here. I might even put him up here. Do you think he's worthy of being up here?
I think he's at least top of S. I can agree if you put him below.
Okay.
Because that guy is really, really good. He kind of got his shine stolen by Roger and Odin.
Right.
But he's really good at it.
I think
and that support is the king.
With the lack of greens being played and reds being out everywhere, given your blue, you have that natural tankiness. He's already very tanky. Akainu only destroys you by incinerate, and since you have a wall that protects you, you're not actually tanking him or the incinerate. So I think I'm actually going to put him up here. I think he's like up SS because Roger and Odin were kind of pushing him down. But Akainu literally can't do anything against him unless Team Boost. Literally Team Boost is probably the only thing, but Team Boost does that to anybody.
Yeah, I agree. She's definitely an SS unit now, for sure.
Yeah. I think he kind of, the build went from full defense HP when it was all greens, but now I think you can get away with going full HP attack on him. And just that way you can kill Akainu. Because yeah, you can get a lot of damage done and off on Akainu, in my opinion. I don't know. I think he's very useful. You're literally only defending, though. You're not really able to push that well, to be honest. But yeah. Who's next? Caesar. Okay, Caesar.
He's still sharp. I don't think his play hasn't improved that much. I mean, he still has that stupid slow on his land of poison or whatever. I don't know why they didn't remove that, but he's still like a solid. Right? I put him in A. Yeah.
Would you put Bonkichi higher than him?
Nah, no way in hell. It's like Caesar's offensive. His offensive ability alone just puts him above Bonkichi.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Freaking Bonkichi. Oh, I don't know if I said this before, but I kind of skipped the lower half of the tier list. If you guys disagree, that's okay. The lower half of the tier list mostly doesn't matter because mostly they're just units that are going to be used for support. So just a note, they're kind of not really units worth talking about. They're just older and not relevant at all. So skipping those. But moving on, yeah, Caesar is also kind of moving into one of those older units. Ooh, green category. Where... he had the hardest. He like rose to like shining. Yeah, like he was shining with Roger Odin. Sorry, I keep talking over you. You go.
Okay, he was already falling off after the Oni units because they kind of owned him. Law basically, Law alone, even if Law had just dropped by himself, like Kaido still would have gotten shit on. But it was Kid and Oni Luffy, was basically a better version of him. So he was already falling off, and now that Akainu's here, like there's literally nothing he can do. I mean, his punch moves, I guess, can take off his invincibility. But other than that, he just gets shit on, unfortunately.
Yeah, you got the redness with the Usopp with the Kid, and not really Law anymore. Law real quickly got replaced by Akainu. Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
My God. Yeah, no, this, I don't know. Where do you think he should actually go, though? I just kind of placed him here. Do you think he's here? Better than Magellan? Worse
He's
than...
one of the, I'd say, I actually don't know. Like, if I could put him in S, but like lowest S, and like just a bit above Magellan.
Yeah,
I think he has the advantage of.
I'm gonna be honest, he just doesn't feel like a threat really at all anymore. I'm probably gonna put him to an A tier, just with the pure amount of reds that are being played. I don't know. He just doesn't seem like he'd do it anymore. Just not it. Let's see. Let's grab Amaru Enel. Probably better than Bonkichi. Probably better than Caesar.
I actually want to see people use this guy more. I don't like. I haven't seen him since before Roger and Odin.
Yeah.
And I actually think he's not even he's not a bad unit at all. I don't think he's bad. And in this meta right now, there's only like what 2 Luffys that are relevant and one's becoming less relevant. So I mean, you could definitely get off with using Enel and do well with it. So.
That's true. I just don't like the fact that he has to be on a circle to be like relevant. Otherwise, he's just not, and just is this. But
I actually do want to. I want to max him. I want to see how he works against akainu. I don't think he'll do too well, but I definitely think he can put in work.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. He's a very offensive or like defender. Oddly enough, speaking of offensive defenders, Kinemon
above Garp.
Yes, easily above Garp.
Yeah,
he
was actually one that people thought he was going to counter akainu, but he doesn't know if I insinuate. But I think his counter is still so good. His counter is absolutely insane.
It's fair damage.
And then, and he's still the fastest defender and one of the fastest units in the game in general. So, and he kind of gets him out of akainu's is again whatever that rainfall magma thing is.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called either.
You can get out of that. And yeah, I think overall he's just gotten better and better. So yeah, I put him above Garp for sure.
Jesus. Okay. Yeah, that seems good. I don't know if I want to. If I wouldn't put him above Blackbeard. Nah, not yet. Nah. Okay. Hot take number. Don't even know what. This one. Okay. Where do you think? I'm struggling. I don't know where to put her.
I think Robin, like the Robins I see in League are like some of them are just absolute garbage. Like, they don't run proper stats. They get one shot by anything. So I mean, I guess it's one of those units that depends on your support. So and since most people don't have the best support, I'd say she's still an SS tier easily for sure, and she can handle it kind of with her flower, her hand skill, whatever.
I call it peacock mode.
Yeah, but is she? I don't know if she's worse than Mace though. I'm not too sure about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I go back for if it's the Master, then I'd take the Robin over the Arco. I don't know. Tamasta's Robin's the only thing that is straight cancer. Most other people's Robins I usually don't struggle with. It really does come down to that support. But okay, I'll probably put her above there for now because she is annoying AF to deal with. Yeah, I will probably put her above that. I'll keep Arco under that. That seems fair. Sentomaru.
I think I can do this one. I actually have Sentomaru really high. Like, I regard him as a really, really top tier defender. I think he's actually pretty exceptional. I don't see much people talking about how good he is, but like, he's basically Kuma, but he has He's just better. He's just a better Kuma, in my opinion. Uh, his his skill 2 is literally, you can get infinite skill 2s. If 2 people are attacking you, you pop your counter, you hit both of them, that's you get skill 2 back again. Counter again, you get it back again. It's just absolutely insane. You can run like a skill 2 build on him.
Jesus.
Because his heals are, he has 2 knockback skills, so he heals on both. So yeah, you can just run a skill 2 build and keep popping your counter, keep healing. Yeah, I think his only issue is like, he dropped with the akainu, and that kind of sucks. Which is actually said, if he was a blue defender, he would have been infinitely better. But yeah, I'd put him below Garp. He's the one defender, top tier defender I'd say is actually below Garp. So,
Okay.
Garp gets the pass.
I know a lot of people have been complaining about his damage, and I don't know. I only have level 70, so I haven't been able to test or do anything, but
His damage is like, his damage is not that good. That's why I opted to go for HP and defense on him. He's really not going to defend. He's just meant to keep off the treasure. So you can just run Worsen on him to be super counter with both his knockback skills, and you're pretty much fine. You don't need to do much damage, just keep him off the treasure.
I see. I think I'm definitely going to do that. I got a fat worst gen green support together, and I'll like it. Oh boy, alright. Next up, Uruj. I feel like he's not worth being better than Kata or Magellan, honestly, at this point. I don't know. I don't think
Uruj has gotten better at all. He's just kind of.
He just doesn't seem like he can tank. The fact that he's stagger ball in skill 2 drives me nuts. I don't know. I don't know.
He's just not it anyway.
No. He was it when Blackbeard, and it's just because he's not considered a double fruit user, but yeah, that. Mihawk.
Pretty much the same like Kata. Pretty much, they've always been like a pair Mihawk together.
That's true. Doesn't Mihawk do increased damage to attacker or something?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Yeah, I think. I think Mihawk's a little above. Kind of. Because he can at least, he's more offensive oriented, so he can at least do some damage to akainu maybe.
Okay. I see. Okay, yeah. Yeah, if he gets some good blades in, yeah, I'm sure he could just use his skill 1 from afar and get rid of all of akainu's invincibility, and so that'd actually be pretty fun. Yeah. But in the straight up 1v1, I'm sure he'd get demolished.
I wouldn't recommend using either of those if you want to use them.
For sure. Green defenders, for the most part, aren't it? But I'll get to one who is in due time. Not Big Mom, not this green Big Mom. Definitely better than Bonkichi, probably. Well, I don't even know better than Bonkichi. Yeah. She requires being close. She's better.
The thing is, Big Mom, I don't know, because like if they reduced like the requirement for her damage, her tanking, she'd be like, oh my god, I don't even want to imagine a defender you could just casually get. What is it? What should
I think she gets 80% damage reduction when she's above 90% health.
Yeah, like if they reduce that to like 70% health, I think she'd be probably top 10 defender right now. But I still think she's better. I don't know. Actually, I put Bonkichi above her, honestly. I mean, the kind of would literally just take away that defense on like a 1 normal.
Yep.
Normal.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. She doesn't have any range, so that's why I don't have any faith in her. I love her, and she's one of my favorite units to play, but just her basic attack range is terrible and not worth it.
Yeah, she's one of those units that if they were ever to actually give a relevant buff to a unit, I'd want them to reduce her requirements for damage reduction.
Oh dear God. Fujitora, dude, I just keep cracking. Every time I see Fujitora, I think of the dude asking if Fujitora is a good counter to akainu, and it's like, no.
He's really.
Fujitora is literally supposed to be a tank bot, but since Incinerate defeats just tank bots, he's literally useless. I don't know what he would ever do against akainu, ever.
Both his skills are so slow. Like that gravity, the one where he shoots out gravity. It's so slow. I can't imagine getting hit by that.
Yeah.
But, exactly. And then the meteor one. I don't know. that meteor one is, I don't know what they chose to do with that. They should have just made it like the meteors come down instantly, multiple at once or something. But
True.
he's just not it.
He was just supposed to be Giga Defender to like defend against Blackbeard, but he couldn't even do that because Blackbeard just pulled him off his treasure. And yeah, useless.
Plus that gravity skill can actually be like negative for your team. If you knock an enemy onto their treasure, you can't get that treasure back. So
yeah. Jesus. Sengoku. I've always kept Fujitora, Sengoku, and Magellan pretty close, but I'm gonna be honest, these like I don't know, well probably Enel better than Urush. Let me rearrange. I put Enel above Urush. Sengoku, I don't know. Sometimes I'm just fat useless with Sengoku, and sometimes I'm actually useful. I don't know if the fact that he's not like you can knock him down in his skill 1, and you can like that
man he feels so squishy for some reason. I don't know why. Like I tried making a gameplay on him, and I just couldn't do anything. He just got one try at the time. He feels so squishy, and then the cannonball skill is so unreliable because the cannonball could just spawn. Like you could be trying to hit someone, and the cannonball will spawn away from the person, and then you just die. I guess sucks.
Exactly. I don't know. Like you can be damaged, and then I feel like you don't do that much damage. When then you can be full tank, and I feel like you're just not even that tanky, and it's just like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? That's useful. Heal your teammates and give them a buff. I guess that's about it. That is about it.
And even then, back in Roger, man, that would like be a hindrance for you, because then Roger would just grab you with the buff.
Oh jeez. Okay. This one, Mr. 3, aka Mr. God. I happen to be a god at him and a specialist. Mr. 3, better than him. I am so close to putting them up, like right here. I'm so close. That's one of the hottest takes. Better than a Blackbeard, though, was pretty controversial. Blackbeard offensively is way better than Mr. 3. But when it comes to defending a treasure in the current meta, I'm gonna be honest, I think Mr. 3 is better at actually defending. But Blackbeard's an EX, has EX boost, heals teammates with the EX boost. I think.
I have no opinion on this.
I think. You what?
Personally, I've never struggled with him. I have no opinion on him. I don't have him. Literally, you're the only Mr. 3 player I know, so. Yeah, and you do pretty well with him, so I'll just go with whatever you say here, because I have no idea where I am.
That's where most people don't play or have or know him. I don't know. He literally can only defend, though. Like, you're attacking. I mean, you can attack pretty decently. You get the 20% attack buff, and you buff your teammates, too, if they want to pick up the buff, but that's up to them. I don't know. I can hold Kid. I can hold Law. I can decently hold akainu. The only thing, like, Team Boost will obviously shaft me, but Team Boost shafts everyone, so that's kind of a thing. I think Mr. 3 is actually really up there. If you don't have him, if you don't own him, I definitely try him out. He has 2 walls that you can hide behind, and it's significant. So the thing is, people will be like, oh, akainu just melts him. Well, you don't actually tank akainu, your walls do, so you can hold him. And if all you have to do is wait out his lava form, when he lava forms, and then, like, if he breaks your wall instantly, just walk away from the treasure and let him start taking the flag and just wait out his lava form until your skills are up, and then just use them to guard yourself again. It's not that hard. It's really easy, actually. So, he's really nice. I don't know. I think he's definitely potentially... I would put him above Blackbeard on people with baby rage at me. Okay. Next up, Captain Eustace Kid.
This is the controversial stuff right here. This is the controversial part here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's gonna be some mad comments, but Kid, to me, no longer number 1. Not because he got worse. I don't think he got worse. He just stayed the same while a specific other unit got better.
True. I think as long as you don't get hit by Akainu's 2 skills, well, you can get hit by 1, but generally you want to avoid both of them, which they're usually not too hard. You can just run away or just knock him down and stuff. You can easily tank him. The only thing that will burn you is Incinerate. Otherwise, Akainu is not going to do very much damage to you if any at all, and you'll just keep healing with your skill 2, but your skill 2 good at shredding his invincibility, so he's actually really good at breaking that stuff. But there's definitely someone who's better at beating the akainu, but I feel like isn't.
But
huh?
Yeah. I was about to say, Kid can still defend as well, but his issue is that with the akainu, Luffy, I think he's become a little more relevant. Meaning anti-heal is going to be a lot more common, and if a Kid doesn't have his anti-heal, he's not going to be able to counter the incinerate like he would be. So that's just one of the things that puts him in my mind, just below the #1 position.
That's fair. Okay, so we can't get rid of the anti-heal. Makes sense. Alright, and last but not least, Stanker Franker. Homeboy was like sitting right around here next to Robin, but boy oh boy, just with Akainu, he is the #1 Akainu counter. If you have him built properly and have a decent support, you beat Akainu every time. You should if you're playing it right.
And you can check out my Franky gameplay, a shameless plug, but he's an absolute menace. I said this the second I found out about the incinerate new status effect. Incinerate this, I knew this man was about to destroy. He was fourth best defender. Actually, I think people had him at 4th, but now 80% status effect reduction. Incinerate doesn't exist for Franky, and then no knockback to stagger. He can't be knocked back on his treasure, so skill 1 doesn't work. I kind of skill 1 doesn't work on him, and then he can just stack up his own skill 1 and one shot Akainu, which I know from experience. But yeah, so yeah, don't fight outside your treasure, please. I see too many Frankies run outside the treasure, try to push or something, and then they get clapped in one shot, and then like, oh my goodness, this Franky's so bad. But he's not a push defender. He's meant to stay in the treasure. So yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Yep. That is fair. I'm willing to keep him there, especially since in the next couple weeks we're about to be picking up in a large amount of Akainu, since the banner's here for 29 more days from the day of this video. But I think here's the trick too of why he's also very godlike is Akainu doesn't have any damage increase when he's fighting unless they're incinerated. So if they're not incinerated, he has no damage increase. Franky innately has 60% damage reduction. So any spells or like basic attacks, you're doing 60% damage reduction right off the bat. And eventually Franky's going to heal it back up because you're just going to wail on him, and then he's going to hit you with the cannon and just heal it. You got to have, what is it?
Actually, his skill 2, I forgot to mention this, his skill 2 is actually insane because it's multiple hits. So you can just pop your skill 2 right after it kind of goes into his magma state. It gets rid of his magma state, his invincibility, and it knocks him back. So pretty much set.
Right. Of course. Exactly. I was thinking that same thing in my head. So yeah, you can knock away his invincibility. You got damage reduction. As long as you build damage so you can kill him back, he's not going to destroy you like at all. Side question: does Ticks of Incinerate boost up your skill 1 damage? You know how every time you get hit, it increases the damage up to 100%? Does the Ticks from Incinerate do that? I don't think it does, right?
No, I don't think it does. When I fight Akainu, I don't really get anything from the Incinerate. Because I think it's 1 year for the game.
I see. Yeah, okay. So that makes sense. That does make sense. I didn't think so, because I'm pretty sure that's not how that actually works. But yeah, that makes sense. So, alright. People are going to be so mad at this tier list by putting Franky above. I don't think they understand that more Akainus are going to be in the game in the upcoming days.
It's the first week. It's literally not even a week is passed, and it's already 2 to 3 Akainus per game. Well, Franky's gonna be the literal savior.
True.
If you don't want to do the Akainu, what's out Franky? Stay treasure, like you're guaranteed to hold at least one flag down, even if your team is doesn't do shit. Like, 3 Akainus will not be able to take it down. I promise you. Just build HP defense and then like a few attacks on it, you literally won't die. Trust me. You can cancel me if I'm wrong or something.
Oh my, you can cancel me if I'm wrong. Oh my god. Well, alright, that is all of our characters, ladies and gentlemen. That is our season 63. We're not on 63 yet, but that's going to be upcoming in the next couple days. Tier list. Y'all are gonna be mad at me. If you want to put Kid above Franky, go ahead. That's up to you. But I'm gonna be honest. 3 akainus will be able to kill a Kid as compared to 3 akainus will not be able to kill a Franky. We're basing it off the akainus because that's what's going to be played in the meta. Yes, there'll be Rogers and Onins, but they'll be a lot less frequent. So, yeah. All right. Any last words, Dryjin?
No, that's it. And if you got anything to say about Frankie, just hit me up. I'm in like pretty much every OPBR Discord. Let's talk. You know? I can convince you as to why Frankie's the best defender. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And thanks for having me on this video.
Freak yeah. I got you. All right. Be sure to go check out his YouTube channel. He's got beautiful thumbnails, great videos, and he's an all right guy. Kind of toxic, but you know, all right. But all right, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Let me know what you guys think down below. Which ones do you agree on? Which ones do you disagree on? I know you guys are gonna be very mad at the Mr. 3 and the Franky, but let's be real, you probably didn't give him a chance in the first place. And make sure you check out Dryjin. Dryjin, do you have any last minute plugs? Give your plugs. Give me your socials. Give me your channel.
Join my Discord. It's in my description of my videos. Yeah, it's pretty epic Discord. Well, it's not epic yet because there's no one in it, but you know, but eventually.
Alrighty. Well, that's all we have, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm your boy Roman Puss, and this is your boy Dryjin, and we're gonna be taking off. Yeah, hurley. Peace, beautiful people.
Beautiful.